Hello, I'm here on Church Street on this very busy Saturday afternoon. There's an awful lot going on. It's a nice day, really busy. Still no response from those I rightfully criticise, politicians, councillors, MPs. Ian Thorpe of the Liverpool Echo, I thought he was coming to interview me. Wishful thinking. Super Scousers, whoever. My MP, Ian Byrne, West Derby. Paula Barker, the MP, I'll be challenging the forthcoming general election in Wavertree. No response from them. No promise to the good people of Liverpool that when, because they more than likely will be, when Labour is elected at the next general election, they're going to fix Kensington and Fairfield, parts of Wavertree, Thomas Down Road, all around there, and they're going to put it right again. Well, they can't put it right again. Like I've said, once it's changed, ladies and gentlemen, there is no changing it back. Once it's been culturally changed, it's changed for good, it's changed forever. It's the more and more Scouse streets, communities changed forever. There is no changing it back. It can't be changed back. This is what the good people of Liverpool have to understand. Cultural transformation cannot be undone. Once it changes, or should I say, once it sinks its roots in so deep, cultural change then dominates that street, community. Everything dances to their tune. That's how it works. That's how it always works in the real world. Like I've said before, when the British went to India, did they embrace the local ways, beliefs, values, standards, culture? No, they imposed their own. And that's how it works, and this is how it's working now in our city, right? You can't blame the new arrivals for that. That's just the way things, that's how they work, that's how they operate. That's how things are. Like in London, that's the end result of cultural change. We see it in London. No more Cockney sparrows fly over our capital city because it's been changed. So what I'm trying to say is that once it's changed, ladies and gentlemen, there is no changing it back. It's changed for good. So, as I've said, my MP in Byrne, West Derby, Paula Barker, I'll be challenging in Wavertree. They can't promise the good people of this city that once Labour's elected, they'll fix it all back again. Right, they'll put it all back together again. And Kensington and Fairfield, parts of Wavertree, and other streets and communities now being impacted by cultural change, they'll be put right, and they'll be working class, they'll be proud working class Scouse communities again. They can't give such a promise because such a promise couldn't be fulfilled. That's the right word, right? Once they've been changed, they're changed for good, they're gone. That is the end of it. There is no putting large parts of Kensington and Fairfield, Thomas Down Road, other parts of Wavertree, back to how they originally were. Working class, proud working class Scouse communities. They have been changed by these reckless politicians. So this is why the silent, ladies and gentlemen, they haven't got an answer to. Well, what did they say? No, Joe, you're wrong. Come this general election, we're going to put it all right again. Right? They can't. So therefore, they can't discuss with Joe Owens. They can't debate with me. They just have to ignore the awful truth, because what I say is the truth. It's the awful truth. And they can't deal with it. They have to just ignore it, and just in the hope the public will just get used to it. No one's listening to Joe Owens. He'll soon get bored and go home and all that. I'm going nowhere. Right, trust me, I am going nowhere. I am here for as long as it takes for these reckless idiots to sit up and address the thorny issue of cultural change and the worries and concerns facing the good people of this city regarding our city's long-term future and the Scouse inheritance that is rightfully our children and grandchildren. It's not the new arrivals, it's our children and grandchildren's, right? So, like I say, they can't offer any promises. That's the word. Let me just say, it's getting busy. They can't offer any alternative solutions to what Joe Owens is saying, which is the new arrivals here in our city that are prepared to embrace the Scouse fam, good luck and all the best. Those who believe, which I believe is the vast majority, Liverpool can't accommodate their needs, need to go and find another town or city that can, then we close the door. That's my solution to the ongoing problem of cultural change in our glorious city. They haven't got one. That's why they're ignoring Joe Owens. That's why they're silent. And like I've said, they can't offer anything in the sense of, listen, take a notice of that Joey Owens down Churchill. Come the general election, we're going to put it all right again. Once Keir Starmer's in office, the people of Kensington and Fairfield, Topsmith Down Road, other parts of Wavertree, they've got nothing to worry about. We're going to put it all back together again, where they're all, as they once were, proud working class Scouse communities. That can't happen, right? So they can't promise anyone that, because these areas have been changed and can't be changed back. Now, if we leave it too late, ladies and gentlemen, our whole city will be changed. That is just a frightening scenario. Look what's happened to London. It's not Joe Owens making this up. Look what's happened to Birmingham, Leicester and many other towns and cities across the country who have lost their unique character. They have been changed. They're something else now. So, again, Joe Owens comes down here. I bring the awful truth to the good people of Liverpool because I care. I care about my city's long-term future. I care about my fellow Scouse brothers and sisters. Obviously, these reckless MPs, don't they just kick the ball that far ahead? By the time they catch up, they'll be out of office. It's someone else's problem. And that's how it seems to have operated for decades, right? So, they haven't got an answer to what Joe Owens says, so they're never ever going to debate me. They're never ever going to leave a post on any of this social media saying, listen, say no to that Joe Owens down Churches, he's got it all wrong. We're going to change these communities back to how they originally were. You know, they can't, because you can't give any such promises, because you can't do that. So my point being, it's crucial. The good people of this city, and in particular Wavertree, get out and vote. In Wavertree, I'd be honoured if the good people, that community, that historic, proud community, would give Joe Owens their vote. People outside of Wavertree, if you believe there's a candidate standing that's credible, reliable and opposes further cultural change of our glorious city, then give them your vote. Otherwise, if we don't make enough noise, cultural change will sweep across our city, changing our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. Once they're gone, ladies and gentlemen, they can't be put back again. They're gone for good. They're changed, right? No promises from any of these politicians, journalists, Liam Thorpe, Super Scouser, Ricky Tomlinson or whoever. They can't give any promises that they'll be put back right again once Keir Starmer's elected. They can't, and they know they can't. So that's why they're not debating Joe Owens. That's why they've no intentions whatsoever to discuss the thorny issue of cultural change. They're just going to ignore it, like you say, in the hope that people just buckle under and they just take their votes for granted as usual. And Joe Owens will get fed up and go home. Well, I don't believe any of that's going to happen. Well, I'm certainly not going anywhere. I believe there's a turning point now in our city where people can see what's happening. They have witnessed what's happened to London. London is a prime example as to what has happened, right? It's not something abstract, it's real and present. So we all know the end result, we all know the outcome. And so we must oppose further cultural change of our glorious city. It is of the utmost importance that we do this. Get out in the general election and, like I say, vote. I would be honoured if the good people of Wavertree would give Joe Owens their vote. Like I say, if there's a candidate elsewhere across the city that you believe credible, reliable, opposes further cultural change, give them your vote, because we have to make enough noise during the general election, right? So these reckless politicians sit up and listen and address the thorny issue of cultural change. Joe Owens, if I won in Wavertree, I would be literally ecstatic, and the people of this city, right, would no longer be ignored, and neither would cultural change. But even though I'm not elected, if I receive a real good vote, that's a mandate in the area where they're still going to have to sit up and take note and address the thorny issue of cultural change now sweeping across our glorious city. Okay, sir. And a guy wants to have a little talk with me there. I get loads of support, people walking past. But remember, no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm still here, Church Street, Liverpool city centre on this really, really busy Saturday afternoon. It really, really is busy. I thought I'd do another video because I need to address what is happening to our city. It is being changed, ladies and gentlemen. I walk in and around as I've done this morning for several hours, and you cannot miss what is happening. Now, like I've said before, it's nothing personal against any new arrivals. It's the long-term impact this is going to have on our city. That's the problem. That's what Joe Owens raises. It's not these people as individuals. I don't know them. God bless them. I wish them the best of luck. But that still doesn't make it right what's happening to our city. It is being changed. Like I've said, once it's changed, ladies and gentlemen, there is no changing it back. It's gone. And I'd like to know what these reckless politicians, what's your thought on that? Once these streets, communities are changed, it can't be changed back. What's your thoughts on that? Well, exactly. You're not going to give any. You're just going to ignore the good people of Liverpool. You're just going to hopefully take their vote for granted as usual. Kick the ball that far ahead by the time anyone catches up. You're out of office. It's someone else's problem, right? I walk in and around the city centre and you can see the cultural change underway. And if the city centre is a microcosm of cultural change, this will reflect right across our glorious city. We cannot allow this to go unopposed, and the general election is the ideal time to now voice our opposition as to what is happening to our city. Within 10 years, ladies and gentlemen, our city would have dramatically, profoundly changed, right? There is no doubt in my mind. Looking at those that are now, looking at the numbers that are now coming into our city, within 10 years, this change will be, as I've said, it will be dramatic, it will be profound. And what are these communities, these proud Scouse neighbourhoods going to be like? They're going to be changed beyond recognition. Their unique character will be changed and replaced by something else. Once again, it's no attack on any of the new arrivals, I don't know them, but that doesn't make it right what's happening to our city. It is being changed. I stand here because I have to bring the truth, the awful truth, to the good people of this city. Because if I don't, no one else will, and no one else will. Cultural change will sweep across our glorious city unopposed, and we will indeed end up like London, Birmingham, Leicester, and many other towns and cities that have now been culturally changed. They have lost their unique character. Their customs, traditions, they've been replaced by different ones. They are no longer what they once originally were. London's not a Cockney city. Cockneys now are a rare sight in London. London has been changed for the worse. Right, so as I say, I bring these videos not for any hatred, prejudice or animosity towards anyone, but to highlight what is happening to our city. New arrivals coming here to Liverpool, like I've said, in small numbers can fit in, there's not a problem, but that's not what's happening. There is unlimited numbers of new arrivals that are coming into our city that are changing our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. And that's what the problem is, and it needs to be addressed. And if these politicians aren't going to address it, then Joe Owens will. I will come down here and I will address the thorny issue of cultural change that these reckless politicians should be doing. Right? They're the ones in office, they're the ones that have been elected. Yes, they're silent, they don't care. Like you've said, kick the ball that far ahead. By the time they catch up, they're out of office. It's someone else's problem. Shameful and selfish and reckless. It's just, I'm lost for words. What so? You, Ian Bain, all he is, you profess to love Liverpool. You profess to be proud Scousers, and look what's happening. You're just ignoring what's happening to communities across the city. They're being culturally changed and you don't care. All you care about is your career. It's getting really busy now, ladies and gentlemen. I think Joe Owens once again has made his point. And remember, no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you.